Let's talk about Mahmoud Khalil, a legal permanent resident of the United States. He expressed views under the protection of the First Amendment that the president does not agree with. Free Palestine. Mahmoud Khalil was arrested by Homeland Security agents that were in plain dress clothes with no warrant, sent to deport him. Khalil's wife is an American citizen and is 8 months pregnant. Khalil graduated from Columbia University in 2024 with a master's in public administration. He was a lead negotiator for the Columbia University Apartheid Divest, the student-led coalition advocating for the school's divestment from Israel. The group had come under fire for its on-campus protests of the ongoing war in Gaza, although we all know it's a genocide. On Saturday evening, Khalil was approached as home by Department of Homeland Security agents. According to Khalil's attorney, Amy Greer, the agents proceeded to detain Khalil and threatened his wife, an American citizen who is 8 months pregnant, with arrest as well. The apartment building where Khalil lives with his wife is owned by the university. Greer told the Associated Press that one of the agents told her over the phone that they were following orders from the State Department to revoke Khalil's student visa. When Greer told them that Khalil possessed a green card and was a legal permanent resident, the agents said that they were revoking that instead, something that they cannot do. A judge has temporarily blocked Khalil's deportation order pending further action on his motion challenging his detention. So the judges are standing up to a lot of Trump and all the right-wing BS, but Khalil is just the latest of Donald Trump's hostages. I wanted to also bring up that 14 House members have demanded the release of Mahmoud Khalil after his arrest at Columbia. 14 members, including the squad, have signed up. Representative Rashida Tlaib, Democrat from Michigan, Ilhan Omar, Democrat from Minnesota, and Ayanna Pressley, Democrat of Massachusetts, called Khalil's detention an attempt to criminalize political protest and a direct assault on the freedom of speech. Khalil has not been charged or convicted of any crime, as the Trump administration proudly admits. He was targeted solely for his activism and organizing as a student leader and negotiator for the Gaza Solidarity Encampment on University of Columbia's campus. Members of Congress wrote in a letter addressed to the Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. They also declared that this is an act of anti-Palestinian racism intended to silence the Palestine solidarity movement in this country. Now, one thing that we should bring up regarding that is that you are free to protest, but what various people like Marco Rubio and others have been saying is that they are calling these Hamas-led protests, or they're saying that these are anti-Israel protests. They don't use the words pro-Palestinian, and it's not anti-Semitic to protest against Israel and its genocide against Palestinians. Okay, it's anti-Semitic to blame all Jews for that, when this is a Zionist issue, and we are blaming the country for the way that they treat its citizens, as it were. The DHS initially informed Khalil's pregnant wife that he was being held in Elizabeth, New Jersey, but his wife attempted to visit the facility on Sunday only to learn that he was not there. Department of Homeland Security refused to provide additional information on his location to his attorney or spouse. Now, shortly after his arrest, Khalil was transferred to an ICE facility in central Louisiana. Khalil's constitutional rights have been violated. He has been denied meaningful access to counsel and visitation to his family. This is absolutely unacceptable and illegal, says the letter. Federal judges blocked Khalil's removal while weighing a petition challenging his release. Now, it's important to note this way of exporting him over to Louisiana was very intentional by our government, whether that's on ICE, whether that's on government officials at Department of Homeland Security, or direct orders from Trump or Rubio or anybody involved in this process. You should know that they are doing that to make it more difficult on the lawyers and the family in order to speak with their client. So that's illegal too. But they're not considering anyone's rights here. Okay, they are pretending like you do not have rights. But the man has a green card, and he's married to a U.S. citizen. So, under the Immigration Nationality Act, the Secretary of State has the right to revoke a green card or visa for individuals who serve or are adversarial to the foreign policy and national security interests of the United States of America, which is what the White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt has said on Tuesday. Mahmoud Khalil was an individual, quote, who was given the privilege of coming to this country to study at one of our nation's finest universities and colleges when he took advantage of that opportunity, of that privilege, by siding with terrorists, Hamas terrorists. And that is directly from Caroline Leavitt there. So once again, they are using very particular terms here in order to make Middle Eastern people and people that side with Palestine seem like terrorists, even though he has made sure, as a leader of these protests, that everyone on both sides feels safe in the situation, and to make sure that all the protests were carried out peacefully. So, one of Khalil's lawyers called his client's alleged alignment with Hamas false and preposterous, setting aside the false and preposterous premise that advocating on behalf of Palestinian human rights and to plead with public officials to stop an ongoing genocide constitutes alignments with Hamas. His speech is absolutely protected by the Constitution. It should be chilling to everyone that the United States government could punish or try to deport someone because they disapprove of the speech that they're engaged in. Khalil completed the program at the university in December and expects to graduate in May, according to the habeas corpus petition filed by his lawyer. Leavitt also said Tuesday that more arrests will come and added Columbia University is, quote, refusing to help the Department of Homeland Security in identifying other individuals. And that's a damn good thing, because why would you align with the people that are committing genocide and the people that are perpetuating said genocide and the people in our government that are trying to manipulate the media and the narrative, all for their sake to make them look like the good guys when they're the bad guys, okay? So, I also know, Leavitt continues to say, I also know that Columbia University has been given the names of other individuals who have engaged in pro-Hamas activity, and they're refusing to help DHS identify those individuals on campus. So once again, that's Leavitt saying that. Once again, branding everyone that is Muslim, Arab, Palestinian, or aligned with Palestinian protests and the genocide of Palestinians as terrorists. It's an easy media manipulation tactic that they use. Instead of saying pro-Palestinian, they will say anti-Israeli or anti-Semitic, and that undermines real anti-Semitism when we're doing the boy who cried wolf on all this stuff and just branding everyone willy-nilly as terrorists when actually they're just representing their freedom to speak and their freedom to protest peacefully, I might add. So, once again, thank you for watching. This is Aaron Shack Politics. Follow me on TikTok, YouTube, Substack, Blue Sky, and Twitter. The Substack is aaronshackpolitics.substack.com. You'll find all my stuff there in case this app gets banned, or some of my videos getting shadow banned on this app and you don't always see everything that I post. So definitely check out the YouTube and the Substack. Thank you for watching. Take care. Be safe. And don't forget to download the No Thanks app and follow the bdsmovement.net. You can keep up with all the boycotts and do your thing. Take care. Bye.